Hello wood mice and dormice, and welcome to this week's maths learning. This week in maths we are going to be learning about 2D shape, and we're going to practice naming the shapes and describing the shapes using their properties. To start with, we're just going to recap some of the names of the shapes. So we have got a square, rectangle, circle, triangle. Square, rectangle, circle, triangle. We're going to have a look at the shapes again, and this time we're going to talk about their properties. So when we describe our 2D shapes, we use the words sides and corners. So let's start off with our square. And when looking at the square, it has got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. So 4 corners on a square. It's also got 4 sides. So here are our sides here. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So a square has got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners and 4 sides. Let's have a look at our rectangle. And what do you notice about the rectangle? How many sides has it got? It has got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And how many corners? It has got 1, 2, 3, 4. So a square and a rectangle both have 4 sides and 4 corners, but from looking at the shapes, they don't look exactly the same, and that's because our rectangle has got 2 longer sides and 2 short sides. So it's not the same as a square, which the length of the sides are the same. The rectangle has got 2 longer sides and 2 shorter sides. Let's move on to our circle. Can you see any corners? Does our circle have any corners? No, a circle doesn't have any corners. It has just got one continuous side. So one side that goes all the way around. So a circle has one continuous side, no corners. Let's look at our triangle now. What do you notice about the triangle? How many sides has a triangle got? That's right, our triangle has got 1, 2, 3 sides and 3 corners. So when we're doing our learning about 2D shape this week, we are going to be practicing saying how many sides and how many corners each of our shapes have. We're going to play a game now, and in a moment on the screen there's going to be some shapes. Still going to use a square, rectangle, circle and triangle, but as I flash one up, one shape is going to disappear. I want you to shout out the name of the shapes that disappeared and then tell me something about that shape. Are you ready? So which one has disappeared this time? It is the square. The square. So what can you tell me about the square? Let's have a little look at the square. What can you tell me about the square? It has got 4 sides that are the same length and 4 corners. Ready for the next one? Oh, which shape's disappeared this time? That's right, it is a triangle. And the triangle has got 3 sides and 3 corners. Ready for our next one? Oh, which shape's disappeared that time? It is a rectangle. And what can you tell me about a rectangle? Let's go back and have a look at it. A rectangle has got 4 sides and 4 corners. 2 long sides and 2 shorter sides. Here comes the next one. Ooh, which shape's disappeared that time? That's right, it is the circle. And what can you tell me about a circle? The circle has one continuous side and no corners. Now you can carry on playing this game with somebody at home. So you're going to have a copy of the square, rectangle, circle and triangle in front of you. With your partner, one of you will take one away and you're going to say which one is missing. Show them the shape and then say something about that shape. So describe it using its property, so using the words sides and corners. We'll then ask mummies and daddies to write us a comment telling us how you got on with naming the shapes, and they also might want to send in a picture of you playing the game.